All right, we're going to be talking about the 3 things that you need to be doing right now to hire quality talent in 2024. You know, the marketplace is always in ebbs and flows.
Things are always changing.
But when it comes to recruiting, those changes are frequent and often big. You know, if we look at the last bunch of years, right, you got COVID where everyone was moving and then no one was moving roles. And then everyone was demanding everything, and then they would blackmail if they didn't get what they wanted. Then we went to a normal environment. Now with an economy that's a little bit funky, people generally lock down into their roles a little bit more because of the fear of moving. And so the things that you need to do in this environment right now change. And so I'm going to cover those right now. I always want to keep you up to date with the latest stuff so that you know exactly how to implement in the month that you're in so that you can keep building a business, right? So remembering that this is about finding quality talent, right? Anybody can go and find anybody to work in their business, right? That's a surefire way to sink the ship. I'm talking about how to find the quality people to come and work for you, right? So we're going to run through these things here. The first one is a pathway. If you're going to find quality people in 2024, you need to outline a pathway for every candidate. That means that they need to be able to see a compelling vision laid out by you when they work for you. Now, this is easy in a large organization where there's 15 layers of team and management. It's much tougher in a small business. If this is the first hire or the first 5 hires, it's like there's not a lot of room between, the bottom of the org chart role and you as the CEO, right? There might only be 2 layers and 2 levels to that. So that's where it gets tricky, because if you can't outline a pathway forward, even if it doesn't exist now, if you can't outline a pathway forward, the great people ain't going to come and join you, right? What do I mean by pathway? I mean actually sitting down with a candidate and saying, hey, if you join our team, right, and you're fantastic and you work hard and we gel well and you're a great asset, here's what's going to unlock for you over time. You can vision cast with them essentially and just say, right, because when we grow to here, we'll be doing this. And then when we grow here, we'll be doing this. And then when we get to this point, this is going to unlock. And so you can outline that pathway, because if they can't see a progression, then great people won't even start. Right? By the way, bad people will start without seeing a pathway because they'll do anything for a job, right? And then they'll go and get another one next week because you fire them. But good people want to see a pathway. So when you think about your compelling vision for the business, you need to break that down into what opportunities are going to come between now and there and outline that pathway for a great candidate, right? It could be that there's going to be another office opened and there'll be an opportunity to go and work in another state, right? It could be that as you roll out a sales team, there's an opportunity to be a sales manager and there's an opportunity there, right? It could be simply that as we grow and hit the milestones and we put team on, this person will become a leader of teams. And then maybe as it grows even bigger, they become a leader of leaders, and maybe there's a COO role, maybe there's a GM role. You've got to be able to cast that vision for them so that they can see, okay, if I work hard, if I put in discretionary effort, if I stay loyal, then it's not just this role that I'm taking, right? Now, here's a little caution. If you see somebody that is not excited by the pathway, then you have somebody that has a massive red flag, right? Because they don't care for it, because they're just looking to do the bare minimum to get the bare minimum to get by. So you need a documented pathway that outlines the opportunities that are going to unfold as you scale your business. The second thing when it comes to hiring quality talent in 2024 is you need to pay high and expect high. Pay high and expect high, right? So if across the board it's a $70,000 hire, you need to be higher than that, right? But along with pay high is expect high. Here's what I've found. The people that want the high pay actually want the rewarding role, right? Very few people want the highest pay and they want to do the least amount of work because they know they're going to get found out. And by the way, again, if you were to say to them it's a high paying role and it's high expectations, they're going to run if they're not a great quality team member because of the high expectations. Great people want to be held to a higher standard. They want to continue to be pushed like grown, invested in, and so forth. So when you're sitting down with your team member, you're saying to them, we pay higher, which if you don't do, by the way, you won't attract quality talent. We pay higher and we expect higher. And when people work for us, we get them to raise their standards. We push them to become more and do more and learn more and add more value to this business and the other areas of their life. And they both get pushed up together. See, that's attractive to a go-getter. It's not attractive, right, to somebody who doesn't care less and wants to do the absolute minimum. But you need to be able to sit down and say, we pay high. Again, if you don't, you won't get quality, but we expect high. And we expect you, this company's always pushing to raise our standards, right? We want to become more, we want to do more, we want to push into new areas, and we need our team to be the same. So we're going to want to grow you, right? We're going to invest in you, we're going to push you. We want to find out, we want you to become everything you can possibly be here and reach your potential because we value you as a human. What you can't do is you can't expect that and pay low. That's never going to work for more than 5 minutes. You can't pay high and not expect high because it's not commercially viable and you'll get the wrong people. We pay high, but we expect high. And you need to be able to document what those expectations are so that somebody can look at those expectations and go, yep, I'm not that person right now, but I'm prepared to be pushed to be that person. Great. Now you've got a winning quality candidate to join the team. But it's got to be documented and you've got to talk them through. We pay high, this is what that looks like, but we expect high and this is what that looks like. And you sit with them and you chat it through and you can see body language, you can see their expression. They may be a little bit cautious, but they're excited about it. That's the kind of person that you want to find on the team. The third thing is you want them to have a documented vision. Like the world is pretty separated right now, right? Obviously, coming out of the back of COVID, people are really, you see a bunch of people right now who are really hungry and the majority who are not. And you want to find the hungry ones. That's the quality team members that you can find, right? So one of the things that you want to get from a candidate is a documented vision. You want them to document their vision for their life. And by the way, this is not pass or fail, right? This is because when you ask for this, they might come back and say, is that a 5-year or a 10-year? It's like, don't overthink it. Just write me 200 words that is, where you want to be at some point in the future, right? Because all you're actually trying to do is find out, do they have a vision, right? Because they're the people you want. I have hired people in the past that have no vision for their life, right? I remember one time I did an interview with a young girl. And I said to her, hey, listen, what vision have you got for your life? And she said, my life's goal is to get a dog. So you can imagine it was a Zoom interview. It lasted about another 40 seconds just for me to say thanks, but no thanks. I want people that have a vision for their life, right? So the first thing is you need to check that they've got one. Then, of course, if they've got a vision and you've got a vision, you can check that they align, right? So that you actually get the right people on the bus, that their vision is aligned with yours, right? If their vision is to work for you for 3 months so they can start their own business, that's probably not a vision that's aligned with yours, but you can get them to write that. So you can check, first of all, they're a person of vision. Second of all, you can check that your visions align and you can both run in the same direction and achieve what you want to do. And the third reason why you want a vision is you can keep them accountable to the vision and it keeps you accountable. So the way you build loyalty is you both work, right, to make sure that they're achieving their vision inside your company vision. That's how you get that longevity. That's how they know that you care. That's how you can be commercial because you're not having people spin out of your business every 5 minutes and having to find new ones, right? So this is just about getting them to document 200 words on a sheet of paper, whatever, however they want to do it. What is their vision? And they might say, man, I've never had anybody ask that before. Yeah, that's right. We only want great people. We don't want non-great people, right? So you can ask that. By the way, if that was to put somebody off working for you, you have already figured out that they're not the quality team member that you are trying to find, right? It's going to take them one latte to document that. And we're not trying to trip people up with the vision is or isn't big enough. It's just whether they have a vision for their life. Let me give you a fourth one that's not written here, just to be quick. One of the ways that you attract quality talent is you get rid of the non-performers, right? Great people, when they join a business, if they see that you keep non-great people, they'll bounce. They want to be like great people. A players want to be around A players, right? They don't want to be an A player to come into your business and find out that you're keeping C and D players, right? Because they will lower their standards and they'll be unfulfilled in their work, right? Cut those people out. Do not keep poor performers. You're better off to lose a couple of people and have your A players put in all the effort and go and crush it. That will move the needle faster. You know, ultimately, right, what we're talking about here is not recruiting. We're talking about your business becoming like a coaching-driven HR department. We want to coach our people. We want to coach them up to be better and earn more and achieve more and do more, right? We want to coach people to fulfill their life's vision and their dreams. We want to coach them to value their family, value their health, value those kind of things. That's the kind of environment that A-grade players want to be in. So here's my question for you at the end of this video. Out of these three things here, which is the first one that you really need to work on and create some change with? I want you to put the answer to that in the comments so that I can see your feedback loop. But maybe you have to go through all three of these, create the documents, repurpose them, think about them a whole lot, so that when you find the quality team member you're looking for, it becomes really obvious that they're an A player to help you build your business. I hope it's been valuable. What's the next one thing you're going to work on? Put it in the comments. Well, that's the end of this episode where we looked at how to recruit quality team members into your business. If you like this, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up on this video and put a comment. You know, share it would mean the world to me. At the end of the day, my whole goal is I want to see every kingdom entrepreneur around the world seeking first the kingdom of God. And if we do that, then we will put a massive dent in this world and we will see Jesus back in the center of the marketplace. But I can't do it alone. I need your help. There's 756 videos on the channel. Do me a favor, watch them, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. See ya.